What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're going to take a look on how to unlock Northstar. We have this event coming up next week, but not only that, we're going to take a look at what you need to do in order to unlock Guardian. The event for Guardian will come after the event for Northstar, so you need to make sure that you are prepared in order to unlock these two very important characters. Not only they are important in the Alliance Wars meta, but they're also important for your spotlight rates, where you're going to get more gold and more D4s, which are resources that everyone needs. So we're going to break down all the information that we have on the blog post, also on the data mines, in order for you to prepare yourself. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Milestone Force content. Make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Now, before we start, a lot of people ask what are the best ISO weight for these characters. In my opinion, Northstar is Raider or Skirmisher. It goes fast, he applies negative effects, so that's going to be important. The Striker ISO weight is a little bit of a bait, because this guy requires 10 charges in order for him to activate his Striker ISO weight bonus. The problem is that it takes very long time to get that those 10 charges. In terms of Guardian, I like to use him as a striker because the other characters are going to be Raiders or Skirmishers, and whenever Guardian does the striker ISO weight, he's going to give himself and the rest of the team more armor, which will make the team very tanky. He's going to be one of the few characters with striker ISO weight, so he's always going to have this buff, so keep this in mind. Now let's jump ahead and take a look at the blog, where we'll have the information to unlock Northstar. Now, if you have been paying attention to my channel, and yes, I have been a little bit inactive because of the real life stuff, last week we already talked about how to unlock Northstar. We already had the information ahead, and if you miss it out because you follow other people and you don't pay attention, well, life sucks, right? But if you take a look at my game, we already have a lot of energy saved. And this energy is going to be used on this event to unlock Northstar. On top of that, we also have a leaderboard for Northstar with very important gear and diamonds. So yeah, if you don't pay attention, you don't get ahead like we are doing. And this is why even as in a free-to-play situation of doing these events, you can get easily top 1% or even higher if you just pay attention to the good information, right? Okay, so let's go back to the blog and let's take a look at all the information that we have to break. So we have a summary of everything that is coming in the blog. Sasquatch Stomping Your Way is going to be available on Friday, which will be live on Friday next week to unlock him, test him out on the spotlight rates, test him out in Alliance Wars defense, and see what kind of investment you have to do on this guy in order for you to beat these spotlight rates. This is going to be important because it's going to affect your raid season rewards, and having this character in your alliance a little bit early might make the difference between you getting the top 10%, the top 10 or top 100 or top 1% or whatever in your alliance. So it's very important because these spotlight raids, they greatly influence your raid season rewards, so keep that in mind. Now, Sasquatch is going to be available with the power cores, and because he only costs 45 shards, you should definitely try to unlock him with power cores as early as possible, as once again, this is going to be a very influential character for everything that you can get on the week after. In terms of the ISO weight for Sasquatch, I think the Skirmisher ISO weight is going to be one of the best options, because in raids, he's going to get 100% counter-attack chance. This is only for raids, so keep that in mind. In terms of other game modes, I don't have it here because this is the first impressions infographic, but I think you should use him as a fortifier. So maybe in Alliance Wars, fortifier, because he does not doing the counterattacks and so on, and he's going to be very hard to kill because he has multiple levels of drain. I think in total he gets like 150% drain, which is just ridiculous. Okay, taking a look at the main event, Guiding Light. This is the event that you are going to unlock Northstar, and be careful with these, right? It shows here that we're gonna get Mutant Gear. It's not the case, we are not gonna get Mutant Gear. and that is going to increase the value of this event, which is very important. Then we also have the leaderboard. We're going to take a look at that in a second. And then we have the web milestone event, which is the Wayfinder. For this event, you only have to earn alliance credits. This is a super easy event. It lasts for 7 days and you only need alliance credits from 5 days. So as long as your alliance does the 10,000 gold donations, you should be fine. Okay, now taking a look at each of these events. The first one for the guiding light, where you unlock Northstar, you have a total of 90 shards, but I'm assuming that you're going to be able to get more shards in orbs. How are you going to be able to get these orbs? It's by spending the campaign energy that we were talking about. We are supposed to get radiant flight orbs, and I'm assuming that at least you can get a very small amount of shards for Northstar, and this should allow you to unlock him maybe at 3 stars, maybe 4 stars. I think maybe 4 stars if you are lucky. Now, in terms of the rewards, we have the typical monthly items at 63,000 points. This is not possible if you spend 0 energy, so you definitely have to spend energy to complete this event. Then we also have Dark Diamonds, we have Crimson Gear with Aluminium. This is what Northstar requires. So overall the rewards are decent, but not something that you should go like super crazy about, because it's not easy to core for this energy. So keep this in mind, or you have a lot of energy saved or you just don't. Then we have the points that you obtain from the web milestone event. And finally, we have to participate in war battles. You don't have to win, you just have to participate. Total of 24,000 points. And then you have additional points by using the Alpha Flight in Blitz. You don't have to do any crazy Blitz rotations, you only have to attack with them 1 time. The problem is that you need 5 All-Stars and above to get more points, so we are not going to take this into consideration. Okay, so now let's take a look at the leaderboard, and for this leaderboard you're going to get diamonds for Northstar, obvious, but the good part is right here. So as you guys saw in the blog, it shows that you're going to get mutant gear, but it's actually not the case. We are actually going to get bio gear, and this bio gear might jump your progress towards your super scroll for Dark Dimension 7. So this is definitely an event that should be considered for most players, because yeah, it's gonna be important to get at least the top 1% to 3% to get all this additional Crimson Gear. Of course, above that, even better. Beyond that, other rewards is just typical Crimson Gear plus ISO 8 Blue Level 5 and Gear Tier 18 and 17 and so on. But yeah, because of this Crimson Gear here, because it can progress you so much towards your super scroll at Gear Tier 19, this is definitely something you should consider. And once again, if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss out. Finally, we have the web milestone event, and like I said, this one is very easy to complete. You just have to do your 10,000 donations daily, and you're gonna be able to complete this just fine. 2,500, you get 500 per day, and that means 5 days, but the event lasts 7 days, so you really have to put no effort into this. And finally, we have the upcoming Alliance Wars event. This is something that you have after the Shining Star, and this one requires you to spend the ISO 8 campaign energy and collect the Alliance supply or fragments. Usually, I don't recommend doing these events because you are spending additional power cores with your Alliance, and the benefits are not that good, because when you take a look at the rewards, what you can get free to play is maybe like Milestone 16, and you don't really have to put a lot of effort to get here, and that's going to net you a little bit of Penny Parker shards. I'm not sure how much that means to you, but the gap between the Milestone 16 and 17 beyond is just too big, and for most people, most alliances, this is not going to be relevant, so maybe you should save your power cores and use your power cores instead for Sasquatch, because Sasquatch is really what matters. Beyond that, we have just Wakanda, the Quick Rumble Blitz. We have the free claim for the Northstar. The War Season rewards are going to be diminished, so we had increase in gold, but it seems like they are going to revert this gold. I'm not exactly sure why. This is kind of controversial. Coming out event, I have no idea how to complete this, but I don't really care. Pride Frames, congratulations on that. Mark's Golden Bounty, and that's pretty much it. So now we just have to talk about the unlock of Guardian. What do you need to do in order for you to unlock Guardian? And once again, this event is not going to be for next week. It's going to be for the week after, maybe on Tuesday. We don't know the exact day, but it's going to be way after. Not this week, the week after this one. Okay, so taking a look at the data mines, you can see that we have the information right here. The event is called On Guard 4D, and this event is going to last for 7 days and requires you to battle in Cosmic Crucible, collecting MCAN orbs from arena battles and collecting free claims, special offers, and the web milestone. So it's going to be an arena event. We already know that arena right now is dominated by Old Man Logan. This is the team I'm using: Old Man Logan, Black Knight, Dormammu, Super Scroll, and Apocalypse. I think most people are using this team. I've heard that some people are using Hela on defense because of the Gregs that mess up the rotation that you use. And that means the best rank you get in arena, the more orbs you are going to get. Now, we have some information about the web milestone that we have at the same time, which is going to require you to spend campaign energy of the X marks the spot, but also incursion energy. So we have a power core event going on right now for the Great White North. You might want to consider spending more power cores in order for you to stock up on this energy. Up to you to decide if it really matters or not. So X marks the spot. This is the showcase event. This is the event where they want you to spend energy. In my opinion, you don't have like good places where to spend the energy unless you are already on the level 4, where you can get a bunch of gold ore fragments on the last node. So keep that in mind. If you have the Sasquatch unlocked, this is going to be huge for you. If you don't, then it's not great. It's really not great. But once again, you can spend your power cores right now to stock up a little bit on the incursion campaign, get some additional Elite 4s, Dark promo credits, and so on, and get progress once again towards the Great White North event, which it doesn't have the most amazing rewards, but at least it has something extra, right? And yeah, so this is all the things that you need to do for next week. So once again, make sure you are using the best teams for arena. Once again, some people are using Al on defense, some people are using Dormammu. You definitely have to use Scroll Apocalypse, Black Knight, and Old Man Logan. Beyond that, battle in Cosmic Crucible. If you guys need some tips for Cosmic Crucible, make sure you join the live streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Sometimes on Friday, definitely Friday next week. And beyond that, save your incursion energy if you want, save your X marks the spot energy if you want, but those are the only two things that you have to prepare for this Guardian event, because otherwise it's just the usual. You just have to play the game, and that's it. So yeah guys, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed all the information that you need for this week and also for next week. If you did enjoy the information, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Milestone Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.